All you cool cats and kittens, we're out here with Karma.
Hi.
And she had a kind of scary but amusing story about a kitten in a trash can this morning.
Yes, I went in to deworm kittens and I could not find one of them anywhere, and some interns happened to come in and I said, can you help me find this kitten? And we all looked everywhere, and finally Lisa said, oh no, here he is. And he hadn't been making a peep, he had fallen in the garbage can. And it's just got a little opening and he hadn't been able to get out. So we got him out of there. We flipped that garbage can for now. But I will be buying a covered garbage can for the kitten cabana. And I'm just glad he's fine. Normally they would scream their lungs out, but I have the kitten cabana up on my computer at my desk and on the days I'm in the gift shop, and I didn't hear a peep. So,
Maybe you heard that wormer was coming.
Yeah, that could very well be.
So what are you doing now?
So I am going to groom Breezy. A lot of the cats that have been declawed or that are getting older and arthritic can't reach back and get their grooming done, so they start getting matted and itchy and stuff. So Breezy is my grooming cat.
I wish Tiger Lily would let us do that.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to get a comb into that cat.
So I'm going to see if she, first if I can find her, and then if she wants, there she is. She's sleeping over there. Breezy.
Oh, very sleepy.
Oh,
and spiders.
Spider web. These things are multi-useful.
I should carry one in my pocket all the time.
Breezy. Scratchy, scratchy. She is like sound asleep. Breezy Bob. Sleepy girl.
It'll be worth it. We promise. We promise. I see your tail twitching. I know you hear us.
Jeez, yeah. Sometimes I don't know, will you be able to film anything if I go in a little?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go that way.
It's less of a walk for her.
It less effort sometimes. Yeah.
She's gonna bring the scratcher to you. Not in the cage. Any of us. That's so cool if you get to see bobcats in the wild. Ah, she looked up.
I see you. Scratchy, scratchy. Hi.
But, oh yeah, I'll have some of that.
Do I need to go over there?
She's behind you, Breezy.
Breezy. Hi. Breezy. She's going over towards you.
You coming to your mom? Are you coming to your mom? You're such a good girl. Making Karma walk all the way around, though.
Oh,
What are you doing? Oh, you're so purry. You're so purry. You're purring, purring, purring. All right, she'll bring it around to you. You rule. You absolutely rule. Yeah, I sent Luana a list of people who are top 12 people who've made the call of the wild. So if your name's not on that list, hope you will make more calls and get on the list.
They have us trained really well.
She wants to kick with that back foot. It's like, oh, it feels so good. It feels so good.
she likes the top of her head done, which is kind of unusual. Aspen used to like that too.
Really?
Yeah.
That is unusual. Usually, like, under the chin is about the only place they really want it.
Yeah.
You feel good up here? That's a spot you can't get.
Yeah.
For sure.
Kind of messes your hair up. And I kind of check for mats. I try to do this for her once or twice a week, and she's good about it, so hopefully she doesn't. And sometimes she'll tell me where she wants me to.
How long has she been your scratcher cat?
Probably about 3 months now.
And was she a scratcher cat before that, or did you work this out with her?
I worked it out with her. They had a note that she needed to be groomed, and unfortunately we had just lost Aspen, and she had been my grooming cat. And so I started grooming her, and she never fought it, but just sometimes she didn't want it. She'd come and sniff. Oh no, that's not food, no thank you. But then once I started, she was like, oh, I like this. And she went in for a dental. I can't remember how long ago that was now. And there had always been this one big, huge mat under here that I couldn't get. And so when I heard she was going in for a dental, I said, Jamie, I'd like to go in with her, and I want to get that mat.
You have a dedicated stylist.
And I saved that too. And she got quite grumpy in the hospital. And I think you did film that, maybe. She got pretty grumpy in the hospital, so Catherine suggested I go in and maybe groom her, because every time somebody went in there to do anything, and we wanted her to think that not everything in the hospital was awful, so I'd sit with her and groom her in there too.
Aw, that's sweet. Yeah, she's an old one. 22, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what her. You want up there again?
Some people are asking why you don't use your hands.
So, because I like to keep them, but we don't touch the cats here, and so even though they seem to like grooming, they can turn on you at any second and decide they don't want it done, and oftentimes their way of telling you that is to bite. She doesn't have her nails, but they can still give you a good swat even with no nails, and she's also lost some of her teeth, but they can still give you a good bite.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing. I've seen clouded leopards that were sent here, and they had been defanged before they came here, because clouded leopards are famous for killing their mates. And even without their canine teeth, they're able to crush the spinal column of their mates. So you can imagine what they could do to us.
And this is much more effective than fingers anyway.
It's a bear claw.
And it also keeps us a safe distance. We don't want our faces right there. Even a domestic cat can get nasty when they decide they don't want you petting them anymore.
And sometimes they just get really excited about the brushing. Like my cat discovered brushes recently, and now that he's discovered brushes, he'll just go like nuts.
And when I first started grooming Breezy, she did think it was an operant stick.
Oh,
First,
no.
so she'd open her mouth, and then she'd go, wait a minute, I don't smell any meat. And that's why you don't want to, that's one thing Jamie trained us when we took the grooming classes, that you don't want to bring food out here, because you don't want them to associate it with food and confuse it. And she's really good at telling me when she's done. Sometimes she wants her bum done. Can't telescope it any further, sweet pea. Yep. And then she just walks away. She says, thank you, I'm done. And then her routine usually is to take a nice big long drink.
Aww.
After I've groomed her.
Did that just wear you out? You
Yep.
gotta get a drink? I'm going to tell people why her water is elevated like that.
So, I actually don't know.
In the wild, cats will pee in streams and lakes to hide the fact that they are in the area from both predators and prey. And here, they will pee in their water bowl. So if you guys have cats at home, you know how if you clean the litter pan, the cat has to go like immediately after you clean the litter pan? It's the same thing here. If we flush the water bowls, which we do every day, first thing they got to do is go pee in it if they can get their tail up there. So it's above her tail to keep her from doing that. But some of the old cats, we end up having to put them on the ground.
Well, my guess was that for some of them, so they wouldn't have to bend their neck, but...
Yes. Yeah, some of them get all arthritic in their necks.
Yeah, especially some of the servals I've noticed will go right over there and squirt in their water.
Oh, that is a long drink of water.
She does like to take a long drink.
Can we watch you up close? Do you mind that? Would that be okay? It's not okay, huh? Well, sorry about that.
Well, thank you, Breezy.
Thank you, Karma.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And thank you, Breezy.
Now I understand some of our awesome donors have sent me more kitten cabana things, so I'm going to go to the gift office.
Oh, wonderful. I saw that you got pet Teaneck for Miss Camilla. Let's see where she went. Did you go in the den? Oh, there you are. Yeah, you're my girl. You were so good, like Karma groomed you. Yes. It's a very good girl. Oh, yeah. Gotta find a good napping spot. Lily right there. Whoa. Is it okay if I just sit here with you? We'd kind of like to see your face. I want to thank everyone who has donated for Give Day. Give Day is actually May 1st, but they open it early, so if you go to bigcatrescue.org/giveday, you will find one of our two biggest fundraisers of the year, Give Day and Giving Tuesday, which is Giving Tuesday, I think, is in November. Those are the 2 days of the year that we try the hardest to raise money for the cats here. And this year, Give Day is going to be dedicated to building more bobcat rehab enclosures because we are full up and need more space. Sat down. And I also wanted to thank everyone who has donated their Facebook fundraisers to us in the month of April. All of the funds raised in April are going to be earmarked for rescuing the lions and tigers from the circus in Guatemala. ADI is working on the logistics of that, and they say it's going to be about $56,000 to build the temporary camp for those cats, and then probably $160,000 to take care of them while we get the permits to bring them into the U.S. So this is going to be a really big undertaking, and we want to help as much as we can. We can only take 3 or 4 cats, but we can help more by donating and getting those cats into a safe place while they're being held for the export to the U.S. So while her cute little face is up here, I'm going to say good night, Breezy. Go back to sleep. Yep, we're all going to say goodbye as soon as you quit being so cute.